So one of the most common topics that typically comes up today with any conversation that we've got with our clients around information management is data governance. It can come up when we talk about master data management, a data integration strategy, anything related to information management. Invariably, the topic will come around to data governance. How do I stand one up? What is it going to look like? How do I even get started? These are all typical questions that we hear, and they're all very important to answer, but in due time. They're not the questions that we want to start with. What we want to start with is, why is it that you want to do data governance? What are your drivers? What are your objectives? What is it that's making you even ask me that question, that you want to do something with data governance? Starting with why supports our belief that information management should really be viewed as information value management. Information management is more reactive. It provides good controls. It provides a level of measurement to how you're managing your data, but it's still reactive. It doesn't provide the true business value that you might be looking for. On the other hand, when we say information value management, in that case, we're talking about starting with your objectives. What are the business objectives? What is it that we want to get out of our information management? We work backwards from there to come up with solutions that will then support those objectives. A recent example would be a large global pharmaceutical who asked us to come in and take a look at their underlying data quality business rules and their information quality framework that they had built to instantiate those rules. We conducted interviews with key stakeholders. We took a look at the technical solution that they had built. And while we did find a number of errors within their business rules, we found some things that were missing, things that were perhaps not as accurate as it could be. It wasn't until we started asking ourselves, why did it get to this point, that we really discovered the true overarching problem. And that was that their data governance and stewardship program, while in place and executing per their original design, had not reached a level of maturity where they were continuously improving themselves. They were not reevaluating their business rules. They were not reevaluating their business processes to take into consideration new consumers of data, to take into consideration new business opportunities that needed to be met with the underlying data that they were supporting. Until they reached that level of maturity, they weren't going to be able to effectively remediate and maintain on an ongoing basis these quality rules, these business rules. So the solution that we suggested to them was one based on performance metrics, one where they would be able to proactively assess the results of these metrics and make adjustments along the way in a continuous mode. Thus, not just putting Band-Aids on specific problems, specific errors that they were seeing on a day-to-day basis, but providing a more holistic solution that took them to the next level of value. This program will have initial costs associated with making the move from a mode of business as usual to more of a mode of continuous improvement. But in the long run, they will save time and money, and more importantly, they will be able to provide greater and greater value within their business data.